Kia ora team. In this video today we're going to be introducing interpersonal skills, what they are, and showing you a couple of examples of interpersonal skills. So what are they? Interpersonal skills are used to relate and interact effectively with others. These skills have a personal aspect to them because they are things individual people need to know to do and take personal responsibility for doing. They become interpersonal when the skill is being used when working in a team or group with other people. Just to break down what interpersonal means, so inter equals between, so basically interpersonal means between two people. The list below is a very brief example of different types of interpersonal skills. Many of these skills are used in combination with others to allow you to interact effectively with others. And the examples are down there: leadership, effective communication, personal and social responsibility, cooperation, giving and receiving feedback, acceptance of diversity, supporting and encouraging others, problem solving, and there are a ton of other different types of interpersonal skills that you can demonstrate during a conversation or group work. One of the most important interpersonal skills is effective communication. Communication is not just about one person verbally talking to another, it is as much about the other person seeing what is being said and hearing what is being said. This is also known as active listening. This is important because a person who communicates effectively can relate to others and make the most out of being in a group environment. The next few slides will introduce a range of interpersonal skills, and following each slide there will be a video example of those interpersonal skills in action. So see if you can match what's on the slides to what you see in the video. Paraphrasing is when the listener repeats the speaker's message back to them in the listener's own words. This is done to check understanding. It allows the speaker to affirm or correct what the listener has said, and it shows the speaker that their message has been listened to and understood.
So, Carl, I wanted to actually talk to you about my Year 9s today. I was running this athletics thing with them. We were doing some sprints and some javelin, and then halfway through, half of them just went and ran off into the sprinkler. And, you know, it was a bit concerning for me that they hadn't followed my instructions. What do you think? So,
you're a little bit concerned that they weren't following instructions and after they took off from javelin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit stink. Minimal encouragers are when you use small movements or phrases to show that you're listening. This shows the speaker that they've been paid attention to and encourages the speaker to continue talking. So Susie, I was catching the bus to school today, and I got onto the bus and there were a whole lot of students in there.
Oh.
And just no one would get out of their seat for me. I think it was really rude, and kids these days they just don't understand what it's like to be an old man. And using body language is maintaining eye contact and having a neutral posture that is facing the speaker front on. This conveys interest in the speaker and allows the listener to express empathy, which is understanding of what is being said.
Look, Carl, I've got something really important to tell you. Something's happened.
You can start again. I'll just cut it.
Good. Carl, I've got something really important to tell you. Something happened in my class, and it's actually quite serious. The kid's been taken off to hospital, and what happened was a student threw a discus when they weren't meant to, and it hit another kid in the head.
In the head?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
I know.
How did that happen?
I'd given them all the instructions, and they obviously just hadn't listened, and they were just being stupid.
Is the kid okay?
Well, he was knocked out, and yeah, the ambulance is taken him. I've run home so the parents are informed and stuff.
Reflecting feelings is the ability of the listener to show empathy or understanding of how the speaker is feeling. This acknowledges the reality of the situation, responds accordingly to how the speaker is feeling, and lets the speaker know they are genuinely cared for and supported. Looking at the next example, have a think and decide whether you feel that it may have been portrayed better with a negative scenario. As you'll see, it's a positive scenario. Susie, guess what?
I don't know, what?
I just got selected for the New Zealand 31 team.
Wow, dude, that's awesome. High five. You must be feeling really excited about that.
So excited. We get a trip to Gore down in the South Island. Man, I'm pumped. I've never been there.
Yeah, you must be pumped. That's cool.
It's going to be wicked.
I've heard South Island's a really cool place.
Yeah, you come from the South Island, don't you?
Not as far south as Gore, though.
Feedback using the sandwich technique is a simple model for giving constructive encouragement and feedback. It has an opening statement which is positive, the middle is constructive feedback, followed by some praise or affirmation. So a good way to look at this technique is to imagine the sandwich as two pieces of bread with some meat in the middle. So the opening statement is a piece of bread, the middle, the constructive feedback, is the meat, and the praise and affirmation at the bottom or at the end is another piece of bread. People respond better if you start with a positive. The technique is non-threatening and the athlete will feel less apprehensive and more open to feedback if you use this technique. Hey Susie, that was I like the way your foot placement coming through before you kicked the ball was really good, but the way you made contact with the ball, you hit the top of the ball, and I think if you want to improve your kicking there, you might want to make contact with the ball a little bit lower. It might help you kick the ball with a bit more force.
Okay, I'll try that. So you said at the bottom of the ball?
Yep.
Okay, but my planning foot was good.
Yep.
Hits.
That was awesome, much better. Cooperation is working together successfully to achieve a common goal. This allows everyone to get along better and results in improved performance of individuals and the group or team as a whole.
I need to move this table. It's heavy. Oh, it's not heavy.
Hey, what's up? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to move the table over here, but it's really heavy. Oh, thanks, Carl. That's really nice. Awesome.
Sweet.
Good cooperation.
Fantastic. When people are participating in group or team activities, the nature of some interpersonal interactions mean that they may need to use assertiveness skills to clearly communicate their thoughts and feelings about a situation. Being assertive requires communication to be clear and forthright and done in a non-threatening manner. It requires a person to have enough confidence to speak in a positive and firm way. Being assertive can help people in difficult situations, particularly when someone has been pressured to do something they do not want to do. So assertiveness appears on a continuum from passive to assertive to aggressive. Passive allows others to make decisions for them and avoids them taking responsibility or stating their own opinions for fear of what others may think.
Hey Susie, I've got a favour to ask. I really need to use the new gym next period. Can I please know your timetable for it?
Yeah, I've got a class in there, so we're a bit busy.
I'll let you use the gym tomorrow. How does that sound?
Oh, I really want to get this thing finished.
What thing? Like, can you do it in the other gym?
I guess so, yeah, alright, yeah, so you want to do it?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Assertive is when you take responsibility for your actions and communicate your feelings honestly, at the same time respecting others and their opinions.
Hey Susie, I've got a favour to ask. I really need to use a new gym next period in your timetable. Do you think I can?
Usually I would, but I've got something that I'm doing with kids and they're doing volleyball. We can't do it anywhere else, and I'm going to do that today. So maybe next week, but for today, no.
Can't even move to the old gym?
No, sorry, we needed the full court, yeah. But last minute, but like I said, maybe next week we can switch it on.
Thanks for that.
Aggressiveness involves imposing threatening behaviour onto others in order for that person to get their own way.
Hey Susie, I've got a favour to ask.
Yeah.
I really need to use the new gym next period. We're doing some stuff and I can't do it in the old gym.
Carl, I'm timetable for it. No, you can't just come and ask me like the last minute, just before the period. Like I've got things that I've sorted, so, you know, like it's...
I'd forget it.
Yeah.
It's too much stuff.